Hello kids, let's start with our history subject, chapter 1, Sources of History. Let us begin. We studied ancient Indian history last year. This year, we are going to study the medieval period of Indian history. What is medieval? Middle age. Broadly, the period from the 9th century CE till the end of the 18th century CE is considered to be the medieval period of Indian history. In this lesson, we are going to study the sources of medieval history. Do you know the history? It is given in the chronological order, that means in proper order. Scientific reason, systematic account. Sources of history. 4 factors are very important from the viewpoint of history. They are individuals, society, place, and time. History must be based on authentic evidence or proofs. Authentic means real, that is true. These proofs are known as the sources of history. Let us classify these sources into material sources, written sources, and oral sources to learn more about them. Forts have an important place among material sources. Some major types of forts are hill forts, forest forts, sea forts, and forts on the plains. Monuments include samadhis, graves, veergala, and buildings include palaces, ministerial mansions, queen quarters, that is ranivas, and also houses of common people. Ministerial mansion means large and impressive houses of ministers. They also provide insights about that period. Looking at them, we come to know about the development of architecture, the economical conditions, the quality of art, style of the building construction, and people's standard of living in that particular period. Material sources. Physical sources, memorial, buildings, forts, copper plates, coins, inscriptions, cave sculptures, etc. Rulers. The coins made by different rulers using metals like gold, silver, copper are important. From these coins, we learn about the rulers, their period, governance, religious ideas, and personal details, etc. Similarly, we also learn about the financial transactions and economic conditions prevailing at that time. We also see how far metallurgy had advanced in that period. Metallurgy means study of metals and their purifications. From the image of Ram Sita on the coins of Emperor Akbar or Shiv Parvati on the coins of Hyder Ali, we see the religious coordination of those days. The Peshwas used the Arabic or Persian language on their coins. This throws light on the use of language in that period. Written sources. We learn about significant historical events in the medieval period from sources like the writing styles of scripts like Devanagari, Arabic, Persian, Modi, etc. As also from the varieties of different languages, Vrujapatras, religious manuscript, territories, edicts, decrees, biographies, paintings, etc. Travelogues. During this period, travelers from other countries came to India. They have written travelogues or accounts of their travels. What is the meaning of travelogue? Illustration and experience about the places traveled. Some of them are Al-Biruni, Ibn Battuta, Nicola Machiavelli. Baba's biography, Sri Bharat, or the Sanskrit biography of Shivaji Maharaj composed by the poet Paramanand, as well as various other biographies of different rulers and their correspondents, help us to understand the policies and administrative systems of the rulers and the diplomatic relations with others. Evaluating the sources of history. It is necessary to take certain precautions before using these sources of history. We have to examine their authenticity and see which are genuine and which are fake. Their quality can be determined with the help of internal standards. We also have to study the integrity of the writers, their personal interest, the period in which they lived, and the political pressures on them. It is also important to see whether they rely on hearsay or give an eyewitness account. Hearsay means rumor, gossip. We need to consider the exaggeration, metaphors, and other literary devices they use. Exaggeration means overly represented. Metaphor means figure of speech.